You like the vines?
I got the bootlegs.
Shut up.
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be doing an update video on my Blu-ray collection. Now, if you recall, about 2 years ago, a less bearded version of myself told you that I would be doing this every year. However, I went off to university that following fall, and with that, left my disposable income behind in favor of having to pay rent and tuition. So, I didn't really buy a whole lot of movies during the last year or two. However, I'm starting to make disposable income again, and so I think it would behoove us to come back and finally do an update. Over here, I have all of the movies that I'll be reviewing. This video will probably be, I don't know, like 20 minutes, half an hour. So sit back, relax, and we're going to start off with A Quiet Place, Part 2. I don't remember how much I got this movie for. I don't even remember really where I bought it, but that's not really important. I have yet to watch this movie. A lot of these movies I feel like are going to be ones that either I haven't watched or I plan to watch. So, sorry about that. But yeah, Quiet Place Part 2. I finally went back and watched Quiet Place Part 1. That was pretty good. I was a little afraid because I'm not a big fan of the horror movie genre, but I did like Part 1, I should say. So yeah, I need to watch this. It's on my list. I have a list of 100 or so movies that I need to watch. Anatomy of a Murder. Otto Preminger's Anatomy of a Murder. This is the Criterion. A lot of these are going to be Criterion, by the way, which is not really planned, but thanks in part to the Barnes & Noble half-off sale and Criterion.com's flash sales, where they're also half off. This is going to be a thing where I need to actually pronounce my words properly. Anatomy of a Murder is really, really good. This is a movie I've been recommending to people a lot recently. James Stewart is the main guy. When you read about this movie, actually, you learn that this was probably the first movie to have the most accurate depiction of a courtroom, and for a courtroom trial. The movie is, how long is this movie? 161 minutes, so that is over 2 hours. Yeah, it's like 20 minutes under 3 hours. It's a really good movie. It's really detailed. It's really interesting. It's probably the first use of saying the word panties in a movie, which is kind of funny. Yeah, recommend this movie a lot. This movie's pretty good. All right, then we come to Citizen Kane, every movie reviewer's and every movie buff's supposedly favorite movie. I don't know about that, but I picked up the Criterion recently, another Criterion. I watched it. I thought it was okay. I unfortunately had the ending for me spoiled many, many years ago, so I don't really know what else I can say about this movie. It's okay. I love the packaging. Criterion does really cool packaging, where you take off the slipcover and it's a whole kind of thing. Pretty good movie, though. I enjoyed it took you on a journey. It's just under 2 hours long. I thought it was okay. All right, next up we have Do the Right Thing, another Criterion. I'm pretty sure there's this is 3 of 4 in a row, unintentionally. Remember, this is an ABC order, so even crazier that we have 4 all back to back. Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee. I watched this for a film studies class, last year before? Within the last 2 years, I watched this for a film studies class, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. John Turturro's in it. I'm just spitballing the people who are in it. Spike Lee, also the director of the movie. He is, I think, the main character in this movie. Really, really good. It's a good social commentary, which Spike Lee is known for. If you haven't seen Black Klansman, also watch that. That one's also really good of his. And yeah, it also features the song Fight the Power, and you'll love to see it. Do the Right Thing, pretty good. All right, Double Indemnity. This is another movie that I've been recommending to people quite a lot recently. I keep wanting to say that James Stewart is the main character and is the main actor in this, but it's not. It's Fred McMurray, who I don't entirely recognize, but I'm sure that he's been in other stuff, as is Barbara Stanwyck, who I also don't recognize, but they're both really good in this movie. This is a really, really fun movie, and it surprised me how good it is. It's kind of a like double cross, like manipulation, like thriller, like drama. It's really good. I definitely look up more about it. Um, Sorry, I'm just looking at the back. Definitely give this movie a try. It's really good. I picked up the Criterion very recently, during the month of July for Barnes and Noble's half off sale. Shout out Barnes and Noble. I don't know where I'd be without you. Next up, we have Dunkirk. Now, I already own this movie, but I picked up the 4K. I don't remember where. I'm not even going to try to claim that I know where I picked this up from. It's not entirely important. Picked up the 4K from somewhere, and I have yet to watch it because I don't own a 4K Blu-ray player, and that's on me. That's not entirely important. The plan is eventually to own all of Nolan's movies in 4K because I think that his movies are awesome, and they all deserve to be on 4K. Now we just need to get Criterion to release Following in a 4K Blu-ray, now that they're releasing 4Ks. Alright, quick water break. Encanto. This was a featured title with the Disney Movie Club, and I thought I would pick it up because I thought the movie was okay. I thought the music was just Lin-Manuel Miranda BS, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine. The music is good, albeit very catchy, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you want to look at that. I thought the story was pretty good. To be honest, I thought Coco did it better. I honestly don't know why I own this movie, now that I'm thinking about it. I think I just really wanted to... Oh yeah, that's right. Disney Movie Club renewed my subscription thing, or the way that they do their, like... so if you don't know how Disney Movie Club works, you can basically sign up online. It's a way to buy Disney movies for a slight discount, although they manipulate you. You're basically paying full price for Disney movies, but they try to make it seem like you're getting a good deal. When you first sign up, you get 5 movies for $1 on the condition that over the next 2 years, you buy, I think it's 3 full price movies. And so I think a couple years ago, they renewed my subscription where they said, hey, you can do the 5 for $1 deal again, but you also have to buy 3 movies at full price. And I think that one came up not long after that whole thing happened, and I figured I'll just buy it because I thought the movie was fine. Anyway, that's a long description of Disney Movie Club. Now you know. Sign up for Disney Movie Club. It's pretty cool. There's some exclusive Blu-ray releases and stuff there, so if you're wanting to build your collection, it's not bad. All right. Now time for a really good one. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. This movie was fantastic. I saw this at my local, locally owned theater. I thought it was fantastic. The rare movie to make me burst out laughing multiple times and also make me cry twice. What a goddamn, this movie is it's kind of annoying how good this movie is. I picked up the 4K Blu-ray of it, partially because I think having the 4K is a little bit better. I don't really know what I'm saying, but I mostly picked it up because of the cover. I really like the cover of this. You can see it here if it will focus. Cool. Little googly eyes. Anyway, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michelle Yeoh. I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong, but he's the kid from Goonies. Ki Hui Kwan. I think that's how you say his name. I'm really sorry. I took a guess. Anyway, this movie's really good. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing watching this and not having seen Everything Everywhere All at Once? You gotta watch it. All right, another Criterion, Fantastic Mr. Fox. I love this movie. I don't know what else I can say about it. I've thought about making a video on this, but to be honest, everybody else online's already made a video on how this movie's great. I don't feel like I need to add anything, although maybe someday I'll add something to it. Yeah, I picked up the Criterion because it was on sale. Shout out again, Barnes & Noble. I think I picked this up last year during their sale. Because I had money for a change, which was fun. Yeah, I love the cover of this. It's so pretty. Yeah, Fantastic Mr. Fox. Definitely watch it if you haven't already. All right. Another Criterion, Foreign Correspondent, Alfred Hitchcock, the man himself, the man of suspense. Isn't that what they call him? The king of suspense? Whatever. Anyway, Foreign Correspondent. I picked this up because I watched Criterion's video on how they make their custom covers, and I figured why not give it a try, because they were describing the movie in the video, and I thought it looked kind of good. And I have watched it, and I can say that it's a pretty good movie. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else about this. Go watch it if you haven't already. Alfred Hitchcock is a very, very competent director. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm just seeing the next movie. Free Guy. This was a Black Friday purchase. I definitely did not buy this for full price. At least I hope not. Not to say that this is a bad movie, but it's a movie. Ryan Reynolds playing a weird sassy character. Yeah, I thought this movie was decent. I saw it in theaters. I think the Chris Evans, which Chris is it? It's the one from the Avengers, Chris Evans. Yeah. I think the Chris Evans cameo in this movie is a little odd. But it worked for what the movie was going for. Plus, this is now Disney because it's 20th Century Studios. And they already had him on contract from Marvel. So, yeah, this movie's okay. Another okay movie, Godzilla vs. Kong. I watched this movie with my cousin for the first time at home on HBO Max, back when it was called HBO Max. And we literally skipped over all the parts with people in them. And we went right to the parts where the monsters were fighting. The big, goofy, silly monsters. Whee! Yeah, so this movie's fun if you just like mindless destruction for about an hour. Because how long is this movie? This movie's like, yeah, just under 2 hours. So about an hour of this is just monsters beating the piss out of each other and destroying a city. Love to see it. Mass chaos and destruction. Another decent movie, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. It's funny that these are all kind of like not really interspersed between each other. I was hoping for like a, Black Friday, Criterion, Disney Movie Club, kind of a little more spread out. But no, this works too. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. This is a average movie. I'll say that. I mean, average if not subpar. This movie's okay. I watched Hitman's Bodyguard and I was a big fan. And then I watched this movie and I was like, did it really need a sequel? I don't really think that this movie needed to be made. Another Ryan Reynolds playing Ryan Reynolds. Samuel L. Jackson playing Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. Every time I look at this cover, though, look at this. Any Psych fans out there, doesn't that kind of look like Carlton Lasseter? I mean, every time I look at this cover, I'm like, oh, it's Carlton. No, it's just Puss in Boots. It's this Antonio Banderas. Never mind. Anyway, decent enough movie. Ooh, okay. In Old California, this is the man himself, Jonathan Wayne. I saw this movie when it was on Amazon Prime, and then they took it off, and I didn't have a copy of it. And I was very sad because this movie is pretty good. I definitely would recommend seeing it if you haven't seen it. Although, now that it's not on Amazon Prime anymore, I really don't know where you'd find it. Yeah, this movie's fine. Sorry, I'm just reading the back of the cover again. I want to see if anybody I recognized. I don't know why I thought this was a John Ford movie. It's not. Yeah. Very typical John Wayne, early black and white, Western. You can see the back. It kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking for there. But yeah, that movie's decent. Oh, another John Wayne. McClintock. This movie is very goofy and also very, like, admittedly boomer humor. A lot of it is just his wife acting, like, cartoonishly annoying and really, like, angry at him all the time. Still, though, this movie is a good time. It says on the back, most popular film of the 60s. And I would have to agree, because this has, I want to say, Maureen O'Hara. I always want to say Catherine O'Hara, but Catherine O'Hara is a different actor. Maureen O'Hara is in this. She plays the wife. Yeah, I mean, look at what this says. If the camera will focus. Hello. Yeah, read that. I can't read it because it's in the thing, but he likes his whiskey hard, his women soft, and his West all to himself. Sorry, I just think that's really funny. Anyway, this movie's fine. This is another movie that my grandpa recommended. Both of the John Wayne ones actually are ones that my grandpa told me to watch, and so they're very much a product of their time. I'll be Leonard Maltin in this scenario. All right, Melody Time. I don't really know if I should be categorizing these as TV shows or movies. Either way, Melody Time is a collection, I believe it's a collection of shorts, but I mostly picked it up because, as you can see right there, Donald Applecore is on here, and I love that short from Disney. It's very, very good. Yeah, there's also a couple others, but I don't really care about those. This is another Disney Movie Club exclusive, as you can see on the back. But yeah, this is, yeah. I bought it just for the short. I haven't actually watched Melody Time. I feel like I should say that. But yeah, the Donald Applecore short's really, really funny, but it has kind of a problematic ending. I won't spoil it in case you want to watch it. Actually, I don't think Donald Applecore is on Disney Plus yet. Strange. Okay. Ooh, okay. Mulholland Drive. I bought this as a blind buy, and I know that this movie is really good. It's David Lynch special, and it's Criterion. I bought this, I think, about a week ago for the Criterion sale for this month, the month of July. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else. I watched a scene of this for a class, and I'm not remembering what the scene is, which is a good thing because I want to watch this having absolutely no knowledge of what happens. Okay, that is stack one, which this video isn't me going through every single shelf, so that's good. Quick flavored water break, and it's back to work. 007's No Time to Die. I saw this movie in theaters, and I thought it was pretty good. I definitely think, excuse me, sorry, the water went down the wrong pipe, and I'm having a hard time breathing. I might drown. I thought this movie was pretty good. I thought it was a wonderful send-off for Daniel Craig's James Bond. I mean, look at the cover. My man is styling. Look, he's all dripped out, bro. Like, love to see it. I do have some thoughts, actually, about this movie. I thought Rami Malek's character was decent, although I don't understand why. I'm going to spoil the movie for a second, so spoiler warning, just skip ahead like a minute or so if you don't want me to spoil it. I thought Rami Malek's, like, hostage situation at the end was a little contrived, and then it just goes away. Like, he's escaping with James Bond's child, and the child's like, hey, I don't want to go with you, and he just goes, okay, piss off then, run away, child, that I have as a hostage, like, something that I could use later on. But then I guess, like, you know, he does end up, like, he ends up, like, blowing up the facility or something? No, that's James Bond. That's what he does. Anyway, that part didn't really make any sense to me. I thought that was a little like, okay, you're just gonna let her go, like, and then she just finds James Bond like 5 seconds later. I don't know. That part was a little annoying. Otherwise, this movie's really good. The stunts in it are great. Ana de Armas is in it. The Queen herself. Yeah, I thought this was good. I'm curious to see what they do with the rest of the franchise, because now they have to find a new James Bond if they continue this franchise, which I think they will. All right. Pan's Labyrinth by Guillermo del Toro. Can you tell how white I am? Pan's Labyrinth. I didn't buy this, I'm sorry. I got this gifted to me by my father for Christmas a couple years ago. I have yet to watch this. Or was this a birthday thing? It doesn't matter. I need to watch this still, because I've heard it's very, very good. This is a very iconic movie. It has the dude with the eye hands, the eye palms, whatever. Yeah, I need to watch this. I'm not going to say anything else. I do think the cover from Criterion is absolutely gorgeous. Criterion really... There's not a whole lot of covers from Criterion that I don't like, but this one is definitely one that is really, really cool. I mean, yeah, look at that. That's awesome. Need to watch it. All right, speaking of Criterion and their artwork not missing, Parasite. I mean, look at this cover. Like, this is pretty sweet. Hang on. Mine sticks a little bit. I don't know if anybody else's does. Ooh. How does he do that? Sorry, gotta throw a SpongeBob reference in there. Anyway, Bong Joon-ho's Parasite. What a goddamn stress, anxiety, like fever dream this movie is. This movie is fantastic. Fantastically, like, stressful. I saw this at home because I didn't see it in theaters, because I didn't know it existed. And I think that speaks volumes about its subsequent Oscar Best Picture win, and how all of the, I was going to say white supremacists, but that's not a very nice thing to say. Yeah, everybody got really pissed off at this one Best Picture, and to all of them, I say, shut up. I thought this movie was very, very good. And I want to watch it again because I am trying to learn all their names, because they all have Korean names, and it's hard for my white male brain to follow. Anyway, good movie. I'm about to cancel myself in this video. Pizza Pan, the original Disney. I actually got this recently. Another Disney Movie Club exclusive. Like, look at their artwork. It's so pretty. Look, artwork, pretty. Ooh, shiny. Yeah, Peter Pan. A classic. I recently put this on and was listening to it, and it's very good, albeit very much problematic, as you can see by the little... Come on, focus. By the little sticker they now put on the back of old Disney movies, where they tell you, hey man, this has some racist and some offensive stuff in it, but stories matter, so we're gonna put it out. Thank you for owning up to that, Disney. Release Song of the South next. They never will. Yeah, good movie. Classic. I don't know what else I can say about that. Ooh, I also got a little, like, they call it a lithograph, but it's basically just a printed picture of the poster. Really good. I like that they used the original artwork on the cover. And, oh, they also used it on the inside, too, which is cool. Okay. I didn't remember if they did that. They didn't do that with Sword in the Stone. They released a dual thing for the featured title. They didn't do that for Sword in the Stone. Red River. This is a Howard Hawks movie starring John Wayne. Sorry, I'm reading the cover because I think I've seen this movie, but I don't remember. Another Criterion. I bought this... Did I buy this at full price? I don't remember now. Anyway, this one comes with a whole ass book. Like, remember when people used to, like, read? Like, this is a whole book. I don't know what the book is, though. Blazing Guns on the Chisholm Trail by Borden Chase. This is a whole book. Oh, it's the book by which the movie's based off of. Got it. Okay. Got it. So this is the original. So this is like the story concept for the movie. So the book came out first, then the movie. Okay, cool. I'm learning something new every day. Yeah. I need to watch this again because I put it on the other day and I realized, oh, I've seen this already because I thought I hadn't seen it, and I need to watch it again. I love the packaging, by the way. I mean, look at how pretty the packaging. Such a visual nerd. I'm surprised I didn't go into graphic design. I mean, not that surprised. Secretariat. Every time I read Secretariat, I think of Craig Ferguson. Who's that at the door? It's Secretariat. Look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I got this movie as a Disney movie rewards prize. So if you don't know, there's also Disney Movie Club, but there's also Disney Movie, I think they call it Insiders. I don't remember, honestly. You can go on there and redeem codes for every Disney movie you buy, and they'll give you points, and then you can redeem those points for like stickers, for online things, but you can also get a mystery Blu-ray, which I go for those every single time, because sometimes you get some bangers, and sometimes you just get Secretariat. I'm not saying Secretariat's a bad movie, I'm just saying sometimes you get a movie like Secretariat, which you haven't seen, ever. Yeah, I'll watch it someday. John Malkovich is in it. He's being himself. Alright, next movie. Seven Samurai, Criterion release. Look at that. It says number 2. This is the second. Oh, shit. Camera's dying. Hang on 1 second. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too jarring. I had to redo the camera battery, and the placement of the battery on this means that I have to take it off the tripod, take off the mount. You guys don't care. Anyway, I had to do a whole thing. Okay, we're back now. Cool. Seven Samurai, Criterion release number 2. This was a purchase recently, and as a result, I have yet to watch it or think about watching it because I have that many movies that I need to watch. This movie was a little more expensive than some of the other ones. I think this was like 25 or 30 versus the usual 20 for the half off sale. But that is okay because I've heard this movie is really, really good. It's like up there with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in terms of like significant significant movies from this culture. I'm butchering my talking right now. Anyway, yeah, I need to watch this. Going from Seven Samurai to Space Jam: A New Legacy. Wow, can you think of a more cursed segue than that? Yeah, this was another Black Friday purchase. Because why not? Because I have money and because these are really cheap. Blu-rays are like $7 during Black Friday. I mean, honestly, if you're not collecting movies at this point, like, I mean, I'll have this movie forever, guys. Think about it. Having Space Jam: New Legacy forever? I mean, look at him. Look at his face. He knows he's gonna be in this movie forever. This is a new legacy, but it's also a forever legacy. Anyway, I'm just making jokes about this because this movie is one big media corporate shill of Warner Brothers, and it's absolutely hilarious, and I need to watch this movie again because this movie is goddamn funny. All right, Stripes, Bill Murray. This movie is really, really fun. If you haven't seen it already, please go watch it. I mean, it has Bill Murray and John Candy in it. They are the main characters, and it's absolutely I mean, look at the back. Like, my boy's having a great time. Look at him. Look, he's just cheesing it up. Who else is in this? That guy looks kind of familiar. Hang on a second. Anyway, this movie is really fun. Definitely go watch it if you haven't seen it already. Water break. All right, next movie, the Super Mario Brothers movie. This movie was surprisingly decent. I loved the music. I thought the music was fantastic. I loved that. I love the sound effects in it too. I thought both of those were like perfect. I don't think they could have improved on those at all. I love that Luigi's ringtone is the GameCube boot up sound. I think that's hilarious and awesome. Great little callback. I love that when Bowser and the wizard thing, yeah, this guy. I love when Bowser and this wizard guy are like sitting down and talking at the piano. He's playing the little like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I love that. I think that's great. Um I thought that Chris Pratt was surprisingly okay, shockingly okay as Mario. I think that the original voice should have been Mario in this. I don't think I'm alone in saying that. And I think that Jack Black absolutely steals the show as Bowser. And I'm not the only one who has said that in out of the people that I know who have seen this movie and have told me what they thought about it. I thought Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong was also surprisingly good. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, though, I mean, is that going to be something that he's even remembered for? Like, I didn't even know it was Keegan-Michael Key. I'm going to be honest with you. I had to actually look that up at the end of the movie. I was like, who voices Toad? But anyway, yeah, surprisingly decent movie. I thought the plot was like absolutely too fast. I thought the pacing of this was bonkers. But for a movie for kids that is aiming at covering a franchise that is what, like 40 years old now, a 40-year-old franchise, I thought it did a really good job of trying to cover as much material as possible in a time frame that not only appeals to children but also appeals to the longtime fans and new players of Mario games. So yeah, surprisingly decent. All right, we're getting into the thes because we're in T now. I don't know why I organized these by T for the, which a lot of sorting things don't do that. But anyway, we're doing that now because I'm not going to change it in the middle of a video. The Darjeeling Limited. This is a pretty decent Wes Anderson movie. I'm not going to say it's fantastic, because I think that's reserved for like Grand Budapest Hotel and really his newer movies. I think after Fantastic Mr. Fox is where Wes Anderson really figured out what he wanted to do as a director. I really don't think that movies like this are really where he found his stride and really found his I'm blanking on the word I want to use, but I really don't think he found his footing as a director and his perfectionism and his camera angles and his framing. That being said, though, I think this movie's okay. I think there's some parts where it kind of drags a little bit, specifically after they get off the train. And forgive me, I haven't seen this movie in about a year, and I've only seen it once. It's the part where they get off the train and they're like helping that community. I thought that part dragged a little bit. And then there was like a character who died and they're like having a funeral. Anyway, I'm sorry, not to bash this movie, but this movie's pretty good. Definitely a good Wes Anderson movie to watch. Yeah, Owen Wilson, Adrian Brody, Jason Schwartzman, all decent. All right, wow, another Wes Anderson. Oh my god, and the one after that is too. That's funny. French Dispatch. Can Criterion please release this? Because yeah, I'm gonna vent a little bit. Oh my god, look, even the freaking case is cracked. I forgot about that, honestly. Look at that. Look at that BS. Because I ordered it off Amazon. I did an Amazon pre-order and they gave it to me, and this case is completely bashed. Anyway, Criterion needs to release this because 20th Century Studios gave up after Disney acquired them. Because as a result, there is not a single special feature on this release, and that pisses me off. So yeah, Criterion, can you please release a version of this so I can replace this joke of a release? I will say though the cover's really cool, but that's just the standard poster cover that they made for the movie. Which isn't to say it's good. I'm just saying that, come on. But yeah, I thought this movie was okay. I unfortunately missed seeing it in theaters, so I think if I had seen it in theaters, I might have enjoyed it a little bit more. But that being said, this movie was pretty decent. I feel like I need to rewatch it again because it's trying to do a lot with the story conceptually, and it's almost kind of a, I wouldn't say a Pulp Fiction esque kind of way. What am I trying to say? It just has a bunch of little mini stories within a larger story. So I think that is kind of like Pulp Fiction, but it's not really woven in the same way as Pulp Fiction, if that makes any sense. Anyway, this movie's decent. I need to watch it again. I forgot Timothée Chalamet's in this. Yeah, okay. All right. Now on to perhaps my favorite Wes Anderson movie, Grand Budapest Hotel. I picked up the Criterion for this. It was at the end of the sale at Barnes & Noble, what was it, last year? Yeah, I think last year is when I picked this up. Fantastic movie. Really, really fun. I love the, kind of, I really like the story of this, honestly. It's a fun little, like, mystery, like, little thriller, like, almost like a spy movie. It's really fun if you haven't seen it already. Ray Fiennes is doing a really fantastic job in this movie, as is Adrian Brody, and Willem Dafoe's in it too, which I think is absolutely hilarious. He plays this like hitman murderer for Adrian Brody's family. Yeah, really, really, really fun movie. And I'm blanking on the lobby boy actor's name, but he does a really fantastic job in this also. I always forget that Harvey Keitel plays like this character in the movie, this like guy without a shirt on. He's in the jail when Ray Fiennes eventually gets imprisoned. And I always forget that that's Harvey Keitel because he just looks so different from how I know Harvey Keitel. And every time I watch this movie, it's shocked. Whoa, I haven't actually opened this up in a while. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. What? I mean, like, fuck, dude, look at that. Look, wow, that's so pretty. I mean, almost dropped everything. But yeah, another Criterion cover and release that was just done so perfectly. They almost don't miss in all of their releases. But yeah, Grand Budapest is a great movie. Speaking of Criterion, The Philadelphia Story. I picked this up as a blind buy. I think this was during Criterion.com's sale, if I remember correctly. I think. When do they usually do those? I think it's like February, isn't it? I don't know why I'm asking you. You're not going to respond. But yeah, this movie's pretty good. It's surprisingly funny. I shouldn't say surprisingly funny. It was really funny. I guess because it's 1940 and sometimes the humor doesn't quite like carry on into newer movies or into newer like audiences, but this movie's surprisingly good. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, Katharine Hepburn, Cary Grant, and James Stewart are all in this movie. They all play the main characters. It's, if I remember correctly, it's kind of a love triangle story, but it's done very well. Yeah. Who directs this? George Cukor? Cukor? However you say that. Anyway, good movie. Another Criterion. I don't know why these are so like back to back to back. I guess like I said, I've bought more Criterions than other movies, I guess, over the last 2 years. So I guess that explains a lot. And I'm getting more Criterions today, which I'm going to review next time, unfortunately. All right. Jonathan Demme's Silence of the Lambs. What a fantastic movie. I don't really have anything bad to say about this movie because it is that good. Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins give just career-making performances in this movie. Like, I don't think I have a single gripe. I mean, Anthony Hopkins came for his full paycheck in this movie. That's just it is like it's kind of embarrassing how good of a job he does in this movie, because you know that no matter like what comes next, including like all of the Hannibal Lecter spin-off things they've had, it won't even come close. Like, his lack of blinking, his eye contact, his demeanor, everything about it is fantastic. And then DP Tak Fujimoto, I forgot that he did director of photography on this movie. But yeah, what a fantastic movie. Definitely go watch it if you haven't. It's really, really great. And it kind of plays too with... Do I want to get into that? I won't. But yeah, good movie. Alright. Sword in the Stone. I talked about this earlier with the Peter Pan, but look. See what I mean? Look. Sword in the Stone cover. Yep. It's just the regular release of Sword in the Stone. I think I talked about this in the full Blu-ray collection video, but I feel like I need financial compensation for just how incredibly terrible the remaster is for this. Like, digital restoration, my ass. What a disgusting joke of a remaster. I don't know if you guys have watched this, watched the Blu-ray of this movie recently, but they have butchered this beyond recognition. There is not a single sharp detail or line. It feels like somebody just took some like Vaseline and rubbed it across the entire movie. And as a result, it looks absolutely disgusting to look at. And to add salt to the wound, Disney Plus doesn't even have this version, this remaster of the movie on Disney Plus. You go and watch it on Disney Plus, it looks fine. It looks really good. But the Blu-ray, on the other hand, is a total dumpster fire still. And to be honest with you, I only bought this because it came in a 2-pack featured title, and I was hoping that it would be a remaster because it says 60th anniversary right on the top. And I was hoping it would be a new remaster, but it's not. Also, this case is entirely destroyed. If it will focus. Yeah, look, you can see the cracks, like, right there. Anywho, I'm probably gonna sell this because I don't want it. I just want the slipcover because I already own it. In fact, do I have it on this shelf? S for sword. I don't think I do. Anyway, yeah, good movie. Horrible remaster. Childhood favorite. All right, next we have Sofia Coppola's The Virgin Suicides. What a fantastic movie. I think this is the first Sofia Coppola movie I've seen. And yeah, I watched this for a film studies class. I also watched Silence of the Lambs for a film studies class, and both movies were really, really good. Yeah, Kirsten Dunst giving a great performance. This is Sofia Coppola's directorial debut. Yeah, with this debut feature. And she, of course, is the daughter of Francis Ford Coppola. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about this. A really fantastic movie. It came out in 1999, and everything about this is surprisingly competent for a directorial debut and a teen movie released in the turn of the century. So really, really good. All right. Getting down to the wire. We are down to the last 3 movies. And then after that, we'll do TV shows, and then we'll wrap it up. All right. We got Thelma and Louise. This is a blind buy. I picked this up about a week ago, along with some of the other ones that I've talked about that I'm blanking on which ones they are at the moment. Ridley Scott. I've heard this movie's good, and I unfortunately already know how it ends. That's not the fault of the movie. That's the fault of everybody else in the internet spoiling it for me. Thanks. But yeah, I'm going to watch it for sure. Yeah. All right. The penultimate movie, Wonder Woman 1984. I haven't watched this, I'm now realizing, because I forgot that Kristen Wiig is in this movie. What a weird casting choice. Or what a casting choice, I should say. Yeah, Patty Jenkins directed. Music by Hans Zimmer. That I didn't know. Sorry, I'm just reading the back now. Anyway, I need to watch this. I thought the first Wonder Woman was good. And I think it just came down to, I heard that this movie was just okay. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't, like, horrible. It was just fine. So, I did like the cover, though. I thought that was cool. This was another Black Friday purchase, which is why I own it in the first place, because I got it for $7 whole. Alright. That's funny, another DC movie. I don't know why I put this under Z for Zack, but Zack Snyder's Justice League. This took me about 5 different chunks to get this movie done, because this movie is 242 minutes. Jesus Christ. I think, as other reviewers have said, this movie could have been 2.5 hours or 3 hours, and nobody would have seen a noticeable story difference, because there is a lot of fluff in this movie, but there's also a lot of story, and a lot of things, from what I've heard, have been improved from the Joss Whedon Justice League. Have I watched the Joss Whedon Justice League? I don't think I have. I watched this, though, because I heard that it was a lot better. The 4:3 aspect ratio is certainly a choice. I don't think that I would have done that, but then again, I'm not the director, so I'm not getting paid to make these things. Anyway, very decent movie. I don't think I could tell you a single thing that happens other than the ending scene with Batman and Jared Leto. All right, friends, that is all of the movies. I'm going to take a quick water break. And with that, we're getting into TV shows. This one, I don't think will take as long, because I don't have a whole lot of TV shows to talk about. All right. First one, we have Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm going to try to not hold this because, as you can see, Amazon effed up the box. Thanks, guys. Shout out. Yeah, this is a really, really fun show, and it's unfortunate that they... Oh, it had 8 seasons. I was going to say, it's unfortunate that they felt the need to end it because of the current socio-political climate of when the last season came out. Because it came out during... the last season came out around the time of the Black Lives Matter movement and around COVID. And I think that kind of scared them away from doing maybe a season where it maybe could have ended more positively toward them being police officers. Maybe I'm off base with this, but I feel like maybe I definitely think the season would have been a lot different had it not come out during... I mean, if it came out today, is what I'm trying to say, it might have been... It would have been a much different season, for sure, but... Yeah, really, really fantastic show. Andy Samberg and Terry Crews are really stand out in this, and I unfortunately am blanking on the captain's name. What is his name? Seeing if the back has it. Andre Broder. He's fantastic in this. He's also in Glory, which is another movie that I've seen. He's fantastic in that too. But yeah, this is a really, really good show. And I'm realizing now that I should rewatch it. Ooh, okay. This is the next one. Dexter. I watched this. God, it couldn't have been more than a month after I did my first Blu-ray collection review. God, what a fantastic show. What a standout performance by Michael C. Hall, too. This movie is really, really good. I'm pretty sure this is what put Showtime on the map in terms of, like, serialized, like, television and just entertainment in general. This is kind of, I think this is the main reason they're still around today. I mean, I would argue that at least. Yeah, what a fantastic show. Season 4, I mean, Jesus Christ, season 4. I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but season 4 is amazing. If you're going to watch this show, at least make it to season 4. If by the end of season 4 you aren't committed to this show, then it's probably not for you. But that isn't to say that the other seasons aren't great. Season 4 is just really, really good. No, I'm blanking on his name now. No. Who's the main guy? John. Oh no. I'm blanking on his name. He's the... Oh no. I'm blanking on his name hard right now. Oh shoot. Anyway, the actor who plays the villain, I thought I had it and then I didn't. Anyway, the villain who's in this, in season 4 is really, really good. He plays, oh my god, I'm blanking hard on his name right now. It's John something. Joe. Frick, I can see his face. Oh, this is frustrating. Anyway, Dexter's really, really good. I'm gonna move on before I waste an hour trying to remember what his name is. If it'll come to me, I'm sure. It'll come to me as soon as I'm done with this video. Alright. So yeah, I don't know why, again, I'm counting this as a TV show, in my collection, but, Mickey and Minnie 10 Classic Shorts, Volume 1. Thank you, Disney, for releasing this, but at the same time, no thank you, Disney, for not only releasing 10, but also putting such a trivial little, like, oh, like they've released this under the context of Mickey and Minnie, like, reviewing it like it's a scrapbook. And so it has this little preface thing where it's like, oh, Minnie, you remember when we went on, like, a trip and we went to, like, Hawaii? And I don't know. I didn't think that was entirely necessary. You guys could have just released 10 of these and nobody would have cared. That being said, I also have Volume 1 and 2. I'm hoping that they do ones with, like, Donald and Goofy, kind of like I'm considering this to be kind of a revived Disney Treasures release, but then again, they're just releasing them in these, like, kind of, I don't know, objectively or subjectively bland slipcovers. So I don't know. I hope that they do a better job of releasing the next couple. Sorry, I'm still trying to think of who that actor's name is. Who the hell is it? I can see his face. He plays the Trinity Killer. It's not John Malkovich. What is wrong with my brain? I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm sorry. Do a little Google search in the middle of a video. I apologize. It's gonna be so obvious when I look this up. And now it's not going to load. John Lithgow. Jesus, that took forever. Okay, John Lithgow plays the Trinity Killer. He's fantastic. They both Michael C. Hall and him got Emmy nominations for that role. Okay. Now I can move on. Thank you for your patience. Rick and Morty seasons 5 and 6. I picked these up not because I'm in love with the seasons, but because they came in these really cool looking steel books. Specifically this one. I mean, this one looks really, really cool. And then you got this one. This one's okay. I mean, I don't think it's anything special. But anyway, I do like the show. I'm not saying I don't like it. But God, this show has had a rocky last couple years, especially now that Justin Roiland is out of the picture. What an interesting show. I think this is one of those shows where you kind of have to look at it overall, where there's like, oh, there's these couple episodes in this season that you should watch. Like it's almost like you're showing it to somebody and you want to be like, hey, go watch these episodes. The rest of them you can kind of skip, but there's still Rick and Morty episodes if you want to watch the whole thing. What are some standout? What is it? Mortyplicity? Is that the one where there's one episode that I think is really, really cool conceptually, where it's the family finds out that there are clones of them. There are decoys of them that are placed all around Earth. And the entire episode, you keep thinking that the family that they show after the decoy family is the real family. But then it gets to the very end of the episode and you find out that they weren't even on the planet the entire time. It's such a cool concept to think about. All right, the camera stopped recording. Hopefully nothing was lost. Wonderful. I would have hoped that it would have just kept recording and done it in chunks, but that's okay. I'm taking a quick break because I want to talk a lot about this. And I want to save my voice. Okay. All right. The final TV show and the final thing I'll talk about today is HBO's The Sopranos. I picked this up the other day, actually. It was during Prime Day, and it was $50, which I think is a really good deal for a show that's this good. Yeah, James Gandolfini giving a career-winning performance. Really everybody. Michael Imperioli, Edie Falco. I'm just naming off people's names at this point. That's what I did last time. Yeah, really just a really fantastic show. I love the therapy scenes. I think that's what I like about the show a lot, is that because around the same time I tried watching Breaking Bad as well, and the biggest thing I noticed and the biggest reason why I kind of stopped watching Breaking Bad and kept going with Sopranos is The Sopranos does a really good job of balancing the really like real world gritty like dark aspect of the mob versus like the lighthearted like, oh, you know, he still has a family. He's the leader of this like big mafia group. But at the same time, he has to like deal with his daughter like dating a black guy. Like he's still like there's still like real world things he has to deal with. And I think that dynamic is done really well. And also like right after something really like intense and like stressful happens, more often than not they'll cut to him talking about it in therapy. So not only do you have kind of the real world thing, and you kind of can interpret what you think he's thinking about, then you get to see him kind of talk about it in therapy with the therapist, which Dr. Melfi, who the actress for that, does a really great job in this show too. Is she on the cover? Oh, she is. Okay. Yeah, she does a really great job in this show too. Really everybody does. And yeah, the show's just really, really fantastic. I bought it so I can rewatch it someday, but I just finished watching it a couple months ago, and I want some time to branch out and watch other things. All right, and that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy this video, like and subscribe. Consider subscribing because I make videos when I feel like it, because I'm a human with a life and other things to do. I do this as a hobby. Yeah, and if you want to see my thoughts about the rest of these movies behind me, that the ones I didn't talk about and I've already reviewed, go and watch the 2-hour video where I am talking a little too fast. Um, Still a good video though. And yeah, I'm saying a lot because I'm trying to think of everything to say, but I think that's all about all I have to say. So I'm gonna sign off. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch, please go watch my other movie reviews and other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Bye. Happy birthday to me. It's my birthday today. Yay. Happy birthday. Cool. Goodbye. Bye. Why are you still here? All right. You can go now. Click away. Close out the video. I'm just going to keep doing this until you leave. All right. I'm actually turning it off now. Goodbye.